What was the 411 for today?
Yeah, so I'm taking a different approach towards work.
How so?
You know, I'm in the sales process. You know,
Yeah.
basically, you know, when you're in sales, I take a different approach in that my mind frame
Uh-huh.
when I meet with clients is I don't give a shit if you do anything with me at all.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you the best thing to do for yourself.
Okay, yeah. Which is like how everyone should be, right? But
right. Now,
it's not.
I would never say that to a client. I think that in my mind.
Yeah.
But it comes off in actions.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What you're trying to get across.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
This is the best thing that you need to do, and what you do from this point forward, it's up to you. And if clients don't do anything with me, then that just means I'm not providing enough value for them.
Yeah,
it's not their fault.
Right. Or it's not, you're not like, oh, that guy's a dick for not,
right.
You know, yeah.
Right. It's not the client's fault at all.
Yeah.
It's completely up to them. Whatever I do, I analyze and I think about what I'm doing and what I'm offering.
Yeah.
And the result is whatever the result is.
Okay.
And, you know.
So then I have another question. My friend Don and I were talking about this the other day, and he was like, how we were saying a lot of people are fake, and a mentor of ours kind of like sat us down the other day and was like, you know, you guys weren't here for a month and everyone else is doing a great job and you're not, you know, like you need to step it up and like all this stuff kind of
why?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It was like I had work. Don was sick for like 6 weeks and then had work, had a new job. He was like moving into a new place. Like his entire life was like being flipped upside down.
Yeah.
And this guy's like giving us grief about like because he didn't make as much money as he thought he would this month, whatever.
What?
Anyway, yeah.
Because you didn't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird, dude.
And
see, that goes against everything I just said.
Exactly. Which is why I'm bringing it up, because it's so frustrating, because left so Dawn and I were getting like lectured at the same time, and then Dawn left, and then I left. And then I was going to call Dawn and be like, hey, that was pretty fucked up, wasn't it? But then I was like, Jackie, wait, just like let it settle for a day, because I was going to see him in the next couple days. So I was like, let's let it settle and like see how you feel later. So I was like, it feels still shitty. I was like, you can't be the only one. Met up with Dawn, and then he's like, he brought it up. He's like, what did you think? And I was like, if it was genuine and real, what he was saying, then wonderful. But 95% of me thinks it's just being passive aggressive.
No, but here's the thing. It's genuine and real for this guy that he's upset that he's losing money. It's real.
No, yeah, but then the other part where he's like, this is a family and you need to be here, that type of thing, felt like bullshit.
Well, here's my point. Even if it's real, that doesn't mean it's good. You know what I mean? Like, let's say this guy's like, oh, I'm really upset because I don't have enough money. I thought you were going to be there. That's probably how he really thinks.
Yeah.
But it's still messed up.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to clarify that.
You got something messed up in your mind and you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And that's real. You're really an asshole.
Right.
And
so he always has a chip on his shoulder.
From that.
Right. He always has a chip on his shoulder, and like me and Dawn were like, fuck me, like, why do we need to listen to that shit?
Yeah.
So we were just annoyed, and it was irritating, and it's just like, and then we were talking about our other friends that we know from like that group, and he was like, there's only really me and him and one other guy who are like real, like, die-hard friends. But the other people, it's like, if there's no benefit for them, or there's nothing that they're going to get from it, then they never show up.
I see that all the time, yeah.
And I wish, I don't know why is everyone like that?
That's human nature though,
it's
right?
It's so hard, yeah.
Like people feel, that's why this cycle is so hard and never ending. Because everybody wants something in return. Everybody wants something equal.
But then it's like don't we grow up trying to not expect anything, but everyone really does?
Exactly.
Is that the thing?
Exactly. Everybody always does. And what people don't realize, when you lose the expectation,
Yeah.
you'll probably then get what you want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when you get what you want.
Yes.
Now,
Exactly.
don't get me wrong. When people do something and they expect something in return, it works out, and
Yeah.
and people keep on doing it because
Right.
they're like, okay, this is fair, and you think, oh yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
You did this for me, I'll do this for you,
Mhm.
and that's how people live. That's normal.
Right.
But when they completely eliminate that mentality and do what you just said,
Yeah.
not expect anything in return,
Yeah.
the long-term effect of that is
Is
you'll probably
Yeah.
you'll
much
probably
greater.
people figure that out.
Yeah. So
Like,
that's kind
oh,
of.
damn.
I think that my outlook on everything has been that way, but
Mhm.
then I kind of like wavered a little bit because it's like sometimes you do. It's like, oh, I took 3 hours out of my day to go, help my friend with an audition. Then of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
the next time his comes around, like
yeah.
vice versa, we're gonna help each other,
Right, right.
which is great. Like
Sure.
you kind of expect that.
Yeah, it's
But
natural.
but the good people always do that. But then the shitty people never do that.
But
That's the
here's
thing.
The result is the same,
Okay.
but what if you change the mentality? So, for example, instead of saying, hey, Jerry, you helped me out with this, so I'll help you out with that.
Uh-huh.
Instead of that,
Okay.
just be like, dude, Jerry's cool, I want to do this for him. Okay, cool, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you got it last time, and it'll be like, oh, I treated you last time. I don't even remember, but whatever,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
The
right.
result will probably be the same,
Yeah.
but maybe even more enhanced because the expectation
It's
is
just
out
blown out the
out the
you're
window.
Totally right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
completely out the window.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I mean?
yes, yes.
But if you do have that expectation, you might be thinking, what the fuck? I treated you last time. You're not treating me this time? Like,
Right.
what? Things could go wrong.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but there's so many
yeah.
people who also take advantage of that. I've had friends.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
All
that
day long.
owe me. Well, and if you want to hold on to that, owe me so much money just like on food alone.
Oh, totally.
It's so fucked
Totally.
up. People
All day
are
long.
terrible, and it's not like they don't have money. They have more money than me probably. Like their
Okay.
families are
Yeah.
swimming in cash, and
Right.
I'm comfortable, but I'm not like a
People-
trust fund baby.
People
It's-
like getting hooked up,
It's
man.
fucked up. Dude.
Yeah, people love getting a free deal. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I think if you have that, I struggle with that too.
Mhm.
I think you just gotta cut that off, man.
And just not be friends, or I mean, not hang
Distance
out.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Which
you
is what
have
I've done.
somebody that's mooching off you, that's leeching off you,
Yeah.
and just take, you
can't
gotta
do it.
eliminate. Yeah, you gotta eliminate
Yeah,
that.
I totally agree, and that's why.
You know?
Honestly, I don't have that many friends. I know a lot of people say that to like sound whatever, but it's true.
Okay.
It's because most people are not great.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably better that way.
I think so too.
You know what might be an interesting experiment for you,
Uh,
and I'd just like to see the result. What if you just expressed a more altruistic approach towards all these people? Maybe you do that already and they're
Okay.
still assholes.
okay.
But what if you completely took the approach with these people like, oh dude, it's cool. Like, here's $20. I don't care if I ever see it again.
Yeah.
Like, and see what happens. Unless you've been doing that already.
No, I have been doing that already.
Okay.
And then it's even like acting coaches that like rip me off, and I'm like,
What?
yeah.
That's weird,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. This town,
That is
and
just
it's
weird.
always the people. You know how if someone says I love you too many times,
Mhm.
you like don't believe them,
Mhm. Mhm.
or like they say I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad. It's like, okay, you're fucking mad. Like we don't have to keep talking about it.
Okay.
It's always people like that, or it's like, I care, I care, I care, and then it's like, no, you don't. So stop saying it.
Okay.
And the people who don't say they care or don't say anything are the ones who care the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just think it's frustrating that all these like people claim that they're so nice and whatever, when really it's like I've been shat on by people like
But
left and right.
imagine though if you eliminated the expectation from all these people and you just didn't care.
Yeah, I think
Anymore?
that's the only way to go, because even if they say
Then-
they're gonna do this or they mean this or they are feeling this way, it's never that
But-
way.
But how would you feel if you eliminated that expectation?
probably 1,000 times better.
Oh, I agree.
But it's hard when someone
I agree completely.
says, you know, ABC, and then they don't even come up with any of it, whatever.
The good news is you get to eliminate that person from your close circle.
Yes, that's the best
You
way
don't
to
have
go.
to hang with them anymore.
Yeah, or not
You
like
know what I mean?
take their word just kind of
Yeah.
as just like, you know, it's
Yeah,
not very
exactly.
heavy.
Yeah, you don't
anymore.
have to believe everything they say because you
Exactly.
know how that person is.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to go.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, but it's hard
Totally.
when you're like young and trying to
Yeah.
figure
it's,
it out.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. But there's so many good people out there that you have to find.
They're hard to
that
find.
you have to find.
Yes, like
You know?
digging in dirt
You
and
do.
mud to pluck
Yeah.
the good ones.
Right.
It's
exactly.
really hard. Yeah.
And you know, I realized that you could sometimes, you and I,
Yeah.
and everybody out there
Yeah.
has the power to bring out the good in other people. Sometimes.
You really think that?
For example, I dealt with this particular client, I won't say his name.
Okay.
Okay. And when I deal with him, his mind frame his mentality is always like, Jerry, you're so cool. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And he treats me so good
Uh-huh.
with so much respect.
Yeah.
And he's always saying, dude, I really appreciate your positive outlook and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The next client I spoke to was talking shit about that guy. He's all like,
That
that guy's an
sucks.
asshole, he's fake. And you know what? He might be that
Yeah.
with him,
But with you,
but with me, yeah.
he's the real deal.
Yeah, he seems like it.
Okay,
and, I'll,
yeah.
and I'll believe it.
Right.
Why not? I'll take his word for it.
Right.
My
Until
point-
you don't.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
But my point is, maybe the way we treat people is how they're going to reciprocate towards us.
Yeah.
So what if we take this positive attitude with zero expectation
Yeah.
and just give value to whoever we run across?
Yeah.
And how would our relationships be?
I think
You know what I mean?
yes, because I think that I have had kind of like a sour
Mhm.
face for the last probably like year or
Yeah,
two,
totally.
just because like I don't know, I just feel shitty.
Yeah, right, right.
If you're like grumpy, then you're only gonna meet other grumpy people.
It,
It's crazy.
I agree 100%.
Which is like, why would I do that to myself?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm just trying to figure it out, but yeah,
And being grumpy,
yeah.
it's such a poison that lives inside you
Yeah, exactly.
and prevents you
From doing all the things,
things
yes.
you want to do.
Yeah.
So forget that. Cut
yeah,
that out.
exactly. Just cut it off and
Cut
it's
that
done.
off.
And I was like,
Yeah.
do I need to like read books on positivity? It's like, no, you just do it. You just, you know, like it
Yeah.
would be great to learn about stuff like that, whatever. But I think it's just, you just have to do it.
Now that's an interesting point you bring up.
Okay.
Like just doing it.
Yeah.
Because
When it comes to anything.
I think
Really?
there's so many different ways. I try to be more open-minded about that.
How so? What do you mean?
Okay, so I'm like you.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like you.
Grumpy?
No. I mean, I'm grumpy sometimes.
Yeah. When we were tired.